Posehn. I used to have a podcast where I played Dungeons and Dragons with a bunch of my friends. I missed it, so I decided to make a new one. It's called Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. It's myself, a couple of my buddies, Blaine Patch, Dan Telfer, Ken Daly, an occasional guest or two, and we're going to be playing in a new setting, my dining room. Each week you'll hear my wife, my son, my dogs, and we're going to be playing in a place that I love and playing the game that I've loved half my life, Dungeons and Dragons. We've got 5th edition, and we're ready. So are you ready? Here's Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. Hey, everybody. This is going to be a bad one. I can feel it.
Guys, right before we hit record, Brian decided he would roll out his new hit points off air.
Well,
even
I
though he
wanted
said
to
he would
roll
do
them
it
now, and we said we're going to roll them on, and I've rolled fucking 12 5 times out of 8 rolls. And so I know.
Show your one new hit point.
Yeah,
Everybody
no
is
shit.
level 6 now, and we're about to
So,
get into
hey,
hit
everybody, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker.
Hi, Brian Posehn.
Hi, friends. and
Hi,
Brian.
friends.
Hi, us.
Ken.
Hello
Dan.
to us.
Blaine.
You know what, you guys? It's good to see you.
We're leveling up, and that's what I'm all mad about.
I'll take it. Level up. I'll take it.
Hey, why don't we thank some Patreons? What do you say?
Okay.
First, I'd like to thank Ted Daughters.
Hey, Ted. Thank
Hey,
you.
Ted.
That's daughters.
Then I'd like to thank Galifeo.
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 And then I would like to thank
Thanks,
the,
Galifeo.
the Dice Reaper.
Thanks, Dice Reaper.
Hey, you're dead.
Hickory dickory die.
And then we have a new Hickory Dickory Dock. Your lifespan ran out. It's clock. Hey, I'm the Dice Reaper.
Little boy blue. He didn't roll and stay. Oh!
We also got a cool Patreon message
Dice Reaper, why you gotta kill me?
from
Why
Dan.
can't you hug me?
From Dan Gallagher. He says, "Hey guys, just want to say good day.
Good day.
And thank you for the awesome podcast. I found Nerd Poker a few weeks ago and have been loving it. You've given me the inspiration I needed to finally, at 32, start playing D&D.
We're making everybody play D&D.
I found a Monday night group and started playing 3 weeks ago, and I'm loving it. As a small token of my appreciation, I'm
It's
very
a fun game.
happily now a Patreon supporter. Cheers again, and keep up the good work. Dan, a.k.a. Aelwyn Harrow, the Wood Elf Rogue Assassin." Or, I'm sorry, Rouge Assassin.
That's a completely different kettle of fish. Hey, that's great. Hey,
Oh, no, stop rolling.
thank
Why are
you.
you
Stop
doing
rolling
the high
things.
rolls, but it doesn't matter, you silly boy?
Because that matters. I'm taking either one of those. I rolled 2 10s. I'm going to take them both.
What do you
20.
Oh,
And then plus my...
you don't need to roll 2. You'll need to roll 1. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, I gotta get my D8.
All right, so
Anyway, please say
Anyway.
Dan Gallagher too.
I'm going to do a little bit of sprinkle speech before you guys roll.
Anyway.
You can do what now?
I'm going to catch everyone up on the story and tell them what's happening.
Oh.
Anyway.
I don't know why I called that sprinkle speech. I think because
I don't know what
it's
sprinkle
like the
speech is.
sprinkles on your level up Sunday
Oh.
is getting some story mixed in.
Yummy.
So you guys are amassing an army.
Where's my long spoon?
You've got like an army.
We do?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, should I roll my hit points?
We're gonna do that in a second. Fucking slow your roll. So you've
Are we
got.
taping?
We are, believe it or not. Forenmeyer and his wood elves are marching through the mists
They're
with
recording.
you. You're trying to get Count Barris, who has secluded
Spray paint
himself.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. Just talk over me. It's good for the people love on iTunes. That's like their favorite comment. I love when you guys talk over each other.
See?
It's so much better than the
what
Adventure
makes
Zone where they
people-
respect each other's.
Exactly. It's what makes people want to play D&D. Adventure Zone doesn't make people want to play D&D.
Adventure Zone. What is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want somebody to take my picture with Count Barris next to the Batmobile.
Snort.
So,
This is the sound of my voice.
Who's the set of your voice? Duh.
okay, Dana. So yeah, you guys are marching through the mist with a bunch of people. You're trying to get Count Barris. You're trying to get the Lunar Elves. You're trying to march on the Demolith. Maybe somewhere Warchild is slowly taking over the giant tree.
We hope.
But time just stopped as you were being attacked.
What?
So the mist all of a sudden became still molecules of ghost stopped in the air, so you don't see them anymore. They're no longer rushing past. You're no longer in a sand-colored fog. They're in the distance. You see something rushing towards you. But also, 3 of the wood elves, the 17 wood elves you're with, have been knocked off their steeds, and one of them has disappeared entirely. Something blurry flew towards you to do this, but time just stopped because Cord, the god Cord, is pleased with what you have done with Warchild. He was helpless in one of Count Barris's towers. You carried him across the wastes. You saved his life, and Cord is a big fan of when the mighty look out for the weak. So he is stopping time to not just let you level up, but to bless the 3 of you in unique ways. So before we get to the fancy
we get to the
stuff,
blessing, here's a quick word from Four Loco.
so all you guys chug a 4 Loco and gives you your new hit points. Let's see what happens. I feel like we need to save Brian for last because of all the chatter about what he's been doing. Hey, Ken, you've got your dice tray and you're shaking you're shaking your dice fist the fastest.
Yeah.
Shake
Boom! 6, not bad.
6.
6 out of 8.
Okay, so
6 out
your
of
Constitution
8.
modifier is 3.
Wait, what?
Yeah, your Constitution modifier is 3, so you add 3 to that 6, you get 9 new hit points.
Oh, wait a minute.
9 new
35.
9 new hit points
I like it.
for my baby. I don't know why.
I don't either.
35.
Dan, can I roll? This is hurting the inside of my hands.
It's like when you eat that one cereal.
Oh.
Here, let me pull a Brian. Yeah, there you go.
He wasn't paying attention to the cows.
That was a 2, and I have a Constitution thing of +9. So 46. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at Spanish.
All right, hang on. So you got 9 new, so you're 47 now, right?
No, 35.
You're 35 now.
Yeah.
No, I had you as 38 before.
Really?
Since we fixed your character.
Oh, I
so
like
you're at
that.
47 now.
You can fix my character anytime.
I will, thank you, ma'am.
Especially since you've been knocking up everybody in the neighborhood. Every spring, God damn it.
Tie off the bass.
All right, and Blaine, what did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, so you don't get shit.
No, I don't.
No, you've got a Constitution modifier of -2. I'll just, for the sake of fun, zonk that out and let you get 2 hit points. We'll say your Constitution modifier, just because you've got terrible Constitution, I won't say you can't get any new hit points. So you can have 2 new hit points, as opposed to 0, which I think might be implied. Because that's not fun.
You know what?
0?
Fuck Gary Gygax for doing that to me.
You know what?
Fuck the estate of Gary Gygax.
Yeah, exactly. It's the estate that did it to you. Gary Gygax never would have stood for this.
I'm kidding. Please don't take my thumbs.
So yeah, you're up from 20 because you only had 24 hit points. Give a brother a break.
I had 26.
You're 26 now, right? Or do you 26?
I had 26 before.
Okay.
I thought.
All right. Well, then I'll make sure you got 28 now. And here it goes.
Oh, did I say 26? I meant 42.
Oh. Okay.
These Jedi mind tricks are the greatest. High fives. Do a little Foley work.
All right.
Here at Brian's house.
Brian,
In exchange for this announcement.
Brian, you've got some loaded dice over
I
there.
can't wait to
Here
see
goes
this
here
12.
goes a fucking 3.
There's no way this will go wrong.
What is it?
6.
6.
Hey, right down the middle. That's good.
So that's 6.
No, 12.
Plus you have a modifier of +2.
What's that now?
I had to detail Dan's car to get 2
8.
points.
So you had 53 hit points, Brian.
Yeah.
It says 51, but we fixed your character, so it should have been up to 53. Now it's up to 6 plus is 8, so you're up to 61.
Cool.
So I'm changing this all in D&D Beyond because we've got all your characters uploaded there, and this way I can look at your character sheets just in tabs as you fight. And now Cord speaks to you guys.
Sorry about the noise of the mic.
Individually.
Jack, 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 2, Jack.
You feel a strangeness coursing through your veins. It's as if you have all become but puppets. Puppets. Not butt puppets. Butt puppets.
I saw the butt puppets open for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Guy lit his hand out.
Remember
It was awesome.
when those two guitarists from the Butt Puppets played with Nirvana in their Unplugged special? You feel as if your nerve endings now have puppet strings coursing through them. You feel as if something else is both controlling you and speaking to you.
Is it Freddy Krueger?
All three of you, before you're granted your gift, have a chance to reach out to this higher power and ask for a specific kind of blessing. He has plans for the three of you, but he may be convinced to do something special if you so desire. This will probably not happen again during this campaign. So consider.
We'll be right back with our
Very
life-changing
carefully.
decisions.
I'm loving the magics.
You're loving the magics. Is that right, Tom? It doesn't sound like your normal speaking voice. Is this what it sounds like inside your head?
I'm really loving the magics.
Do you want some kind of magical blessing?
Yeah, I think so. I'm having fun with that stuff.
All right. So the God Cord looks over the magics you've been using, considers the gift he was going to give you. You are now, let's see.
I was going to ask for Nas.
What's that?
What?
Did you also ask Santa for knives? What was that?
Nas.
Nas? The rapper Nas?
No, Nas, so I could go faster. And more furiously.
Oh, like nitrous oxide. Nas. He wants a Nas tank.
Okay, I see. All right. Well, you get to take because you've been using the spell Ray of Sickness, you can now use that as a cantrip. Even though it's not technically a cantrip.
Everybody loves Ray of Sickness.
So that is your gift from the God Cord. Is you
Thank you, Cord.
You get to Cord is letting you cheat with an extra cantrip.
You're awesome, Cord.
D&D aficionados will hate everything I'm doing here because this is all a god intervening and changing the rules. Hey, Twee,
I got Stephen King book.
you've got a god's attention. Anything special you'd like to ask of this power?
I'm a simple elf with simple needs.
Oh, I'm a simple elf.
I think nuclear Corvette covered with lasers.
You feel an instant rejection of your request. However, you're lucky in that Cord had plans for you. You have been dabbling in some of the dark arts lately. So he is going to extend the dark arts to two of your bardic powers that you've been using often. So your Unseen Servant and your Mage Hand now can increase their distance and can traverse to a alternate plane.
Oh.
So they can become...
So I can store my music on the cloud now.
Because you've been using the Cape of the Mountebank once to great effect and you're able to rip an arm off of a giant beast, he's going to let you use your own arms through another dimension and let them reappear through a tiny door. So, weird. Yeah. So now if you want to... Exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly. So... Your mage hand can now
almost too high for that.
Appear a distance of 30 feet away from you, and your unseen servant can also go 30 feet. And
I am gonna
reappear.
start fucking with people's ties. I'm gonna start knocking people's hats off.
Shoelaces.
Oh man.
Feet together.
Oh my god.
So yeah, keep that in mind because that's definitely some fancy business. The only thing is you're going to be on a parallel plane, so there's a random chance the dungeon master can roll his dice and something unusual will happen to your hand or your unseen servant in another dimension. And
Another dimension.
intergalactic, planetary. Hey, Bodhi.
Yes.
Cord, he's your god.
So wait. So no Corvette covered with lasers.
He says as soon as you can explain to him what a Corvette is in this particular fantasy universe, he'd be happy to.
Or lasers,
procure.
or covered.
Or laser. Actually, no, he does know what lasers are. He's a big fan of astrophysics, and he's been following the Large Hadron Collider.
Well, you know, a Corvette. Corvette is technically a small warship, small, fast-moving warship.
Like the Millennium Falcon, perhaps.
That's more of a freighter.
He says, well, if that's the case, next time you're in Miami, go ahead and just check out the Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and it'll be just waiting right there for you.
Oh, cool. Oh, right on.
Hey, buddy.
And I have a dimension door, right?
Oh, no, he's taking that away.
Interesting.
No. He's not taking it. Bodhi, you been thinking?
Yes, Cord.
Here, I'll go into it for you, Bodhi. Bodhi, I'm Cord.
Yes, Cord.
What do you ask of me?
To guide me into battle in this quest that we're on, I'm pretty strong and I'm pretty resilient, but I could be more resilient and more strong. I want to be extreme.
You want what you have, but more extreme?
Yes. And I just want to be better in battle. I want to be faster and stronger and be able to take more damage.
You no longer hear his voice, but you feel two things. One, you feel the weight of your sword on your back grow. So the burden on your back suddenly becomes heavier.
Okay.
And you also feel a four-sided dice appear in your hand that you may now roll for additional hit points.
Oh, wow, okay.
But they're just four-sided.
Yeah.
No, I saw what that happened.
I know what I rolled. I'm going up.
All right, so you now have 62 hit points as opposed to
Shit.
61.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Did you say fuck you to God?
No,
No, he's gone. He didn't hear it.
Fuck you to this fucking stupid dice.
Yeah.
Plink. Nothing.
All I know is I'm going to
asshole.
teleport to Miami soon.
What?
And I'm going to fucking show
you
up with a
start
Corvette
pantsing
covered with
people?
lasers. Oh, my God.
Once you unsheath your sword, you may get more of a surprise, Brian.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, Cord's blessing leaves the three of you, and time speeds back up again. And you see the three elves are still on the ground. And now you realize you are surrounded by four floating forms. Very tall, very lanky, wizard-like things in black robes are floating just a foot off the ground around you. They apparently swept in very fast. They have long, clawed, dark violet hands.
That's terrible.
I don't like the violet. Very specific color choice.
And should the lore of this story ever become more I'm about to say something real creepy, Rhodes. So.
Hey, pal. Rhodes just walked in, guys. You want to say hi to everybody, buddy, before you go to bed?
Yeah.
Hey, Rhodes.
He's like, oh no, I'm getting the heck out of here.
And homage to Hugh Hefner. He's running around the house just wearing a robe.
Yes.
And he took a bunch of Viagra.
Yeah.
I was about to say, it looks like he's going to let his
Chewables.
fingernails grow really long at the...
Fruit flavored chewables.
Oh, man, I totally OD'd on pals.
So yeah, these four wizard-looking dudes in the black robes, very tall, very lanky, floating a foot off the ground, long, dark violet, clawed hands, and they don't have heads.
Oops.
They have long metal spikes where their heads would be sticking out of their robes.
What in the wide world?
One of them is holding the missing wooden elf in a clawed hand.
Oh.
The missing wood elf? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these guys?
You don't know, but
are they
Foreign
combative?
Meyer
Or are they
calls for attack formation?
Oh, okay.
And I suggest you gents roll for initiative.
All right.
Do it. 7.
15.
15. Can you roll off for me real quick, gents?
4.
Oh, that's a twee all the way.
Hey,
yeah.
420.
Oh man!
Holy
Holy
shit.
shit!
Somewhere.
How did that thing figure out my password? Oh no! I said it on a podcast. Everybody knows that my Amazon, my Chase account, and my my other Ashley Madison thing. It's all my password is 420. What a stupid move on my part. It's also my PayPal, and what's the other account I have?
Is it spelled out or just 420?
That was just 420. Super simple. But you have to know my login, which is my name at hotmail.gov.
How's your Ashley Madison going?
It's pretty good. I've met some women who cheat.
Okay, so I'm
kidding. I'm not on as far as my wife knows.
I'm gonna have the Wood Elf army go in the order they're in my spreadsheet.
Wood Elf.
So they're gonna be a fairly routine order. You guys, it's gonna be Twee, Bodhi, Tom. The 3 of the 4 wizards rolled really low at their initiative, so I'm gonna have them go last. But one of them rolled a 20, so I'm gonna have him go after Twee.
That was perfect. I was like, is this part going to be loud enough for everybody to hear, or is it going to be just loud enough for Ken to hear?
As you said,
And it was just
part,
loud enough for Ken to hear.
Oh no!
It was like a low rumbling. It sounded like Mavis was walking under the table.
There's a storm front coming. The pressure is low. God, Lord.
Glad my nose is stuffed up.
All right, you were just blessed by God, so I'm going to give the 3 of you advantage.
Oh.
So here's how this is going to work. You get to roll twice for your attack and take the high roll.
Woo.
And you're fighting some mean mothers, so this might be useful. So first up, we have Twee. One more thing. There's kind of a lot going on, and I hope it. At no point I'm giving you either too much story or too many people, but there's like over 20 active characters right now.
Right. I was going to comment on that. There's a lot going on.
So I'm going to try to autopilot. I tried to set up some autopilot for the wood guys.
Our listeners are probably a lot smarter than me, so they're following. But
and I'm going to just try to focus on letting.
We're still inside that tree, right?
Nope. But one thing I do want to remind you, because right now the mists have sort of re-shrouded the surrounding area. You can see these wizards fine, but I want to say the 3 of you guys remember before the mists reappeared, you saw in the distance there were shapes rushing towards you.
Oh, yeah.
So there's not just these 4. There's at least...
Oh, I thought these were the
there's
shapes.
4 on you and at least 2 more...
Of the same shit?
Of you don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was too far away. But there's at least 2 more shapes coming.
And who else is fighting along with us? Anybody else fighting?
Foreign and
who's Foreign again?
Foreign is the lead druid of the Wood Elves.
Oh, okay. And how many Wood Elves have died?
None have died.
down.
One is in a claw. I mean, there's a 17 total.
Okay.
That Foreign recruited.
Those guys are all good for fighting. They're all in.
Yeah, and I mean they're in attack formation. They're trying
cool.
to go on the defensive.
All right.
A bunch of them are drawing arrows.
Well, let's fuck these guys up.
Yeah.
Right, everybody?
Totally.
Twee, you're up.
Extreme.
I'm gonna use my little hand thing. My little unseen servant.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have. Can I? Now I can make my hand appear behind somebody,
Yes,
right?
sir.
I'm gonna have my.
They're
hand,
close enough that you can do this too. They're like I said, you have 30-foot distance. Like they're right at the edge of that.
So I'm gonna grab one of the. There's my hand is gonna appear above one of these guys' head spikes.
I'm gonna ask: is it the one who's got a wood elf in his claws, or is it one of the free-handed three of wizards?
I'm gonna say it's the wood elf, the guy with the wood elf in his claws.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have the hand jerk the spike backwards really, really quick, to sort of like, to yank him backwards as if he had a ponytail and he would just.
Is this your mage hand or unseen servant?
Do you have a crush on him?
This is the mage hand.
Okay, 1 second.
And then I'm gonna do something else.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll. It has a strength score of 1. So to pull this off, you need to roll a 20.
A 20.
Yeah, to really do some. You do that again, the tray.
Oh, yay.
Like that.
God damn it. Why couldn't you roll for me earlier?
I know.
So I'm gonna yank.
not
I'm
that
gonna
it
yank
looked
the
that
guys
badly.
and sort of yoink his head back.
I just
a
want to
little
say that
Yoink.
was an amazing dice roll.
Yeah, that was awesome. It's
So,
pretty to watch.
I'm sorry, Brian, about how jealous you are of his
No, I'm
dice
okay.
rolling
I'm
abilities.
What do you say? I'm halfway to Vegas.
So
I mean, in a good way.
He is gonna try to resist. He's gonna, do it. Yeah, he doesn't hit it. So out of nowhere, a hand grabs a spike, yanks him back, and he drops the wood elf. The wood elf is stunned though, and he hits the ground, unable to get back up.
Okay. But he's dropped.
He is dropped. So he is going. He's the one who got a 20. He's going to retaliate somehow. No, I don't need to roll 20. I need to roll.
Is there any way that I can squeeze off another cantrip in this round or no?
Squeeze off.
Let me see.
People don't say pinch enough. I'm going to pinch.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I'm going to pinch off a.
Pinch off some magic missiles. Yeah, I'm gonna go home and crimp off a length of dirty spine in the form of a thunderbolt.
I'm going to pinch my vestigial tail and plop it in the toilet.
I don't think you can do another spell with your bonus action. Bonus action.
It's not a spell though; it's a cantrip. I'm just saying. I mean, I did roll a pretty cool 20.
Pretty cool. You guys should have seen it, man.
Yeah, it was amazing. Let's take a look at that clip.
All right.
Cantrips as
Oh,
a
wow.
bonus action.
It's a great clip.
Let's watch it in slow motion. Do we have any other angles on it? Let's watch it from another angle. Let's watch it in German. Cantonese.
Is it Caesar here?
Yeah,
Cantonese.
I'm reading a discussion about whether or not you can do this.
Now who's the ding dong?
Consensus seems to be that would overpower you too much if you could do a cantrip with your bonus action.
Okay.
So you could still try to do something else with your bonus action, in addition to casting Mage Hand, but not a spell or a cantrip.
Okay. All right. Then I'm just gonna. I think I've done enough by yoinking this guy and making him drop an elf.
It was a pretty fucking sweet move.
I was gonna light up his robes with a little fire.
That would have been
Firebolt. Yeah, because I wanted to go right up the skirt.
Actually, I will have him roll a 20. So he grabs the wood elf. He hasn't lifted him off the ground yet, but he plants a hand on the one that he just dropped. He flies down. Bodhi, you're up.
Have you and Brian ever been to the Bodie Twee?
Yes.
You know,
As you do this,
I
by
go
the
there
way,
for all my Tom of Maine stuff.
you see a few of the elves as you move to strike are drawing their arrows back.
Okay.
They're going to launch about the same time. They're all focused on this guy who is grabbing at their friend.
I like it.
And then
I like it like
so
that.
I'm gonna rage, and I get 4 now.
Yes, sir. 4 rages per day.
Yep. 15 plus 7, 20.
Are you swinging at the grabby one?
Yeah, the closest.
Uh,
For sure. Yeah.
yeah, he's not really the closest.
Well, the grabby one.
The grabby one? Okay. You can get up there. That is a hit. Please roll for damage.
Why do I have fucking white room in my head?
Because he was saying the thing about the black curtains or something. Or
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I had it in my head too.
Because we're old idiots.
Yeah.
It's not even my era. 7 plus 4, 11.
Great.
It's a good song. What happened?
Sam, what are you doing? Silly boy.
His pants went off.
Tom, you're up.
Yes.
Or no. You get more
Just watching
attacks.
tentacle porn
You're
over there
raging.
again.
Oh yeah, raging.
Keep attacking you.
Rage it,
You majestic barbarian.
Rage it, extremely raging.
Ugh, nothing.
What was it?
Well, it'd be 11.
Yeah, that's
Well,
not
that's
that's
not
not
a
gonna
hit.
do it.
Damn it. Oh,
These guys, you need to beat a 15 to hit them.
You were saying we have a bonus on this attack?
No, he gets
Oh, I thought you were saying
because
we had
he's
double
raging.
damage
He
on
gets
this
to
one.
attack again,
Got it.
and on his.
what happens when I drew my sword, though? I just drew it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so we need to stop for a second. So you do
I
one
get a
blind.
15.
First of all, you get to swing 2 more times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You are now holding a +1 greatsword, as opposed to a regular greatsword. It is not the
I
same.
wish everybody could see my smile. I don't smile enough. Strangers tell me that on the streets all the time. Hey, sweetheart, give me a smile. And I'm like, okay.
So
It's this
a lot
one
prettier.
dude, but anyway.
this
A lot prettier with a smile on your face.
this great sword is not only +1. It's got a 2 special things about it that you notice after you've swung it.
Okay.
First of all, it's got a little name that Cord has communicated to you.
What's its name?
It is the Herald of Kelmar. Kelmar is Cord's own great sword, and this is the Herald of Kelmar. Kelmar. Also, you realize right after you swing, you've been kind of like gripping it weird under your thumb, kind of like your thumb is resting on it safely. There is a tiny little pin. That is pointy.
What does that do?
You feel like maybe if you go ahead and just prick your thumb on this
Yeah, okay, I do.
something. So as you do it, you offer a tiny blood sacrifice
Oh,
to
shit.
Cord,
Okay.
and the Herald of Kelmar lights up in flame.
Oh, where are the
And
boys of
you
Korra?
see,
thought it was
your
gonna be-
blood. You see
No, we
a
don't
line
even-
of your blood shoot up the side of the sword, and
So
flame
it's a
follows
flaming
it.
sword? Wow. All right.
Yes.
Like that
extreme.
dude in Game of Thrones this year.
Swing 2 more times, Brian.
All right. That's
That's a-
6 plus, so that's
The Herald of
13.
Kelmar whiffs.
it's a 13. It's not a hit.
No.
Okay. Oh, you said 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. Roll for damage, won't you?
Where's my black one?
Did you just roll all your dice for this?
Black 6-sided. Fucking ding dong doodle.
There's one.
Is that? Oh, yeah, that's the satanic looking one. All right.
It's black.
That's what makes it satanic.
Right on, and it came up high for me.
Oh, nice. That's another 11.
I did a sacrifice.
Plus,
Yeah. 4. 15.
great. And you do another 2 points of flame damage against this.
Flame flamage.
As you
Jerry
do this, he unsuccessfully tries to.
Jerry Lewis. God damn it, so many people. These 2
Jerry
years are
Lewis,
insane.
Tom Petty.
It's because we're getting older.
And
I know,
who's the
I
third
know,
one? There's
but-
a third one that just happened.
Somebody we just said a
Monty
minute
Hall.
ago. Yeah,
Monty Hall,
Monty
yeah.
Hall, yeah.
A guy that a lot of bad dungeons were named after.
It's fucked up.
Uh,
I said to my wife today, if anybody in Rush, I'm not even going to say it, but Rush, I will be inconsolable.
Why would you?
But I know, but
now you've
I know.
guaranteed.
You
that
think so?
Geddy Lee is going to.
I didn't say Getty.
So
These guys are a little bit younger than, but Petty, man.
Oh my God! I just got an Amber Alert for Geddy Lee.
Oh, you fucker.
an Amber Alert.
Oh my God!
I just want to point out he didn't say he died. He got
Be
an
on the
Amber
lookout
Alert.
for a gleaming red barchetta with Oregon plates.
So yeah, this guy tries to swat the Herald of Kelmar away and fails. You are up, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh no, you get it one more. No, that's right. You whiffed and then you did
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, since
My baby.
I'm gonna poison spray this guy.
You're gonna boysenberry this guy. What?
Oh,
I don't have to
when
roll.
you guys
Don't touch apple and whatever you do.
actually, I'm gonna say Bodhi was too busy fucking with his sword to take full advantage of his advantage. Roll 2 20s
Yeah.
and take the higher attack dice.
But it's a spell. It's a
was my
cantrip.
advantage?
Oh, what are you gonna? Huh?
What did I do?
You have advantage, so now when you are attacking, you can roll 2 20s and keep the higher attack number.
Oh. Why didn't I do that the last time?
Because we both forgot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was asking because I remember you said something I didn't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna poison spray this Bisnock.
Try it.
Is that why I got to roll 4 times, though?
No,
Oh.
you rolled 3 times,
Oh, okay.
6.
and I should have let you roll 2 dice 3 times. What was that?
8.
8. Okay. So this guy.
Troublemaker.
Yeah. So he gets hit with a bunch of acid and a bunch of arrows come flying at him. And
Bully.
only one of them hits. And does a nice chunk of damage, but then he manages to try one more thing. Yeah, he floats out of melee range with this guy in his hand. You beat up his robes real good. He's got all sorts of acid tatters and scorch marks, but he's got this guy off the ground. One of them comes at a Twee.
Look out, Twee.
Hey Tree, what's your AC? What's your AC? Tree?
You know, I never saw it.
You actually
Ken.
have really good AC. It's 16.
Did you? Oh. You just thought it was just okay?
Yeah. People love it.
Huh.
I'm wrong, I guess.
What's up?
No, you're probably right. I didn't see
That
it.
was 11, right?
I have 16.
By the time people listen to this, I'll
It's because
see
of your
it.
armor, I think.
It'll be on.
But I'm still like,
Okay.
Let
it's
you
been
put on some
out
hide
4
armor.
weeks already. So
But there's got to be another reason your AC is that high.
Shining Magic
So I have
Universal
some,
was
I
awesome.
have some katydid armor. or
Shining what?
something, right?
Amazing.
No, that's
Universal.
you keep asking for that, but I
Oh.
gave that to Brian.
I have a green leaf cloak.
cool.
Oh, that's what it's that plus the Cape of the Mountebank plus you're wearing special armor. So Yeah.
And I have boots of running for my life.
Great. All right, so he is going to try to grapple you.
How close is he?
He's flying towards you. You are close, to nobody in particular. You're on your steed still. But he saw where that hand was cast from.
No, there's a picture of Stimpy. I didn't remember Stimpy having such little tiny arms.
He did. Still does.
J-Rad.
You're so fucking funny.
He doesn't quite make it. He rolled a 15, but one of them just flew at you. Another one goes for Tom. Misses Tom. And another one goes for one of the elves that is incapacitated on the ground.
Look out, elf. Incapacitated.
Whoa! Doesn't lift him off the ground yet, but gets to him and places hands on him. Forenmeyer hops off his steed and begins some sort of transformative process. He is turning into some other kind of creature. Some sort of attack.
Weird yet cool.
So he is summoning some sort of supernatural strength in an attempt to engage in more efficient combat. Bodhi, you are up. Or I'm sorry, Twee, you are up.
Now, what exactly? Who's close to me?
Four
This guy
headless
took
wizards. One of them's on the ground grabbing an incapacitated elf. One of them's up in the air with an incapacitated elf. A third one just tried to grapple you and is right in your face. And a fourth one is he's like trying to grab at Tom, but he's farther away, so you couldn't get to him in melee combat.
Okay, I'm going to try to sidestep this guy while I'm fire bolting him.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to get his robes on fire.
Great.
And I'm not out to set his robes on fire. I'm kidding about that. I am setting out the on fire. With a 14.
That'll do.
So he gets
That'll do,
blasted and reels backwards.
And I am, and at this point I'm going up and away in my beautiful balloon, and I'm flying around.
He does,
Are you
however,
going to the fifth dimension?
The fifth dimension, the fifth dimension, the fifth dimension, the fifth dimension.
he does have magic resistance though, so he has advantage on his saving throw, and he manages to take less damage
Okay.
than he normally would.
What an asshole.
Yes.
Kill him.
Bodhi, it's time for you to swing your fancy thing.
Rage.
Thank you for raging.
That's good.
Yep, that'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
17 plus 7, right? That's
yeah.
a hit.
Oh yeah, that's a hit for sure. Which one are you going for? The one you've been swinging at?
Yeah.
He is like really high up in the air, so there's an added difficulty that you made. But if you're swinging at that
I'm going
dude,
to slice at his undercarriage. And
yeah,
try
you're
to
definitely
cut
slicing at undercarriage.
Cut his nuts off.
Not shot.
6, 10.
Great.
And then go again. 2 more.
Yes, sir.
9 plus 7. Yeah, that's it. Right?
Yep, that's 16. Yeah, you can.
Okay. 11.
Yep.
And 1 more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll stick again. Yep.
All right. One of his legs at the calf gets hacked off.
Oh, I didn't do this.
And goes spinning. Yeah,
Another
that's
10.
Another 10. Yeah. So he doesn't make a sound as you he's got no head, but his leg goes flying behind you as you take
Any
a
other
shot.
advantage? Oh, and does he take any?
He takes some burn
flame
damage too. Yeah, I mean he's down really low. He's
What
bloody.
a burn!
as
What
they
a
say.
cut! Stick your finger up your butt.
Yeah.
Pull it out. Wipe it clean. It smells like gasoline.
It might only take a finger up his butt to kill him. The thing is,
I've got just that finger.
Why does it smell like gasoline when you wipe it clean?
It should smell not like gasoline, or like poop.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it should still smell like poop.
so this guy.
Well, if you wipe it clean, depends. Yeah.
How clean are you gonna wipe
I mean,
it?
yeah, and plus when this was made, you
don't
didn't
wash
really
that
have hand sanitizer or anything.
Why did I try to interrupt this beautiful story that you're telling? Excuse me. So this wizard, he's real screwed up. He
One leg.
one leg missing, but he's floating. He sticks two of his fingers up this elf's nostrils.
What the?
And rips the top half of his head off.
Jesus.
Grabs his
Where'd you get those beepers?
grabs his brain out of his skull and sticks it on the metal spike where his head should be.
That's terrible.
What a weird thing to do. That's horrible.
So when he does this,
Double rage?
Um,
really mad.
I'm gonna just. I wasn't sure we'd get to this. These are pretty tough guys.
Doing
But
on time.
how are we doing on time, Sam?
We are at 47 minutes.
Okay, cool.
So a few of the elves react in horror and miss a turn. Most of them try to fire off another volley of arrows, and he gets hit with one. He doesn't die, but he's not looking great. The thing is that when he spikes the brain, he starts to try to float off back in the direction he came from. Tom, you're up.
More poison on him.
He also drops the corpse of the wood elf and it thunks to the ground.
Horrible. All right, I'm poison spraying him some more.
Go for it.
8. An 8. 16. 16 poisons on him.
So he resists a couple points of that damage.
How dare he.
Doesn't quite die.
How dare he.
And Forenmeyer
Is
is
Did he put the brain on the spike just to spite the guy, or did it? Like,
yeah, I'm not following that.
Brain
Does he
him
get
or
it something from it?
Just a weird thing to do.
so. How do I put this? Can you guys? Do any of you guys? Give me your Arcana numbers.
Oh, is he like pulling something from it?
I have an Arcana.
How many points do you have in your Arcana? Or you know what? I know this. I have your digital sheets.
25.
So no, you don't have a 25.
Well, 19 plus 5.
Bo, do you have a 0? It looks like.
That says 1 here, but
Okay.
It's my intelligence.
Twee, you have a +5.
Oh.
Tom, you have a +4. You guys both roll a 20. Real quick. We're stopping time for you. I'm giving you a bonus observation.
17?
Twee, you realize you've heard of this kind of behavior before.
Do I have to
spiking.
spray the curtains to keep them off the curtains on the couch?
If it wasn't for the fact that they don't seem to have heads, you'd think that these were mind flayers.
I had a Mind Flayer vibe going on.
Yeah.
And then when the brains came out, I'm like, this definitely got a Mind Flayer.
Yeah.
Because the purple hands, I were a little tip off.
So
I'm sorry, the violet hands.
you're not sure where their heads went, but that's the vibe you're getting.
Yuck.
Big
Big ol' yucko.
I'd sure like to
Forenmeyer
stab one and kill this guy finally.
Forenmeyer appears to have taken the shape of a 10-foot tall bear.
Yay.
Of course he did.
His clothes have
Hi,
fallen to
buddy.
the ground in shreds, and he tackles the wizard mind flayer thing that is grabbing one of his friends on the ground. Yeah,
Only you could prevent forest
he just
flares.
barely gets to do some damage. He just barely with his bonus.
Barely.
And he does 7 points to that fella.
Killing him to death.
The other guys still are moving in. Hey, Twee, here comes your friend.
Is he barely legal by any way?
Oh, barely legal. What? One of them just botched attacking you, Twee.
Okay. I like that.
So the bad guys have botched a lot in this campaign.
I like that.
So we're gonna go.
I'm a fan of the bad guy.
He
botch.
rolls a 76 on the botch table.
Shit.
So
What's this rolling
Bad guy
brought to you by Blaine?
This rolling is brought to you by Perfect Strangers breakfast cereal with little marshmallow Mark Lynn Bakers. Bronson Pinch. Oh, that's part of this balanced breakfast. Perfect Strangers breakfast cereal. Back to you, Brian.
he takes a swing at you, and your steed bucks backwards and manages to just rip into his arm with one of its antlers and causes massive damage to his arm.
Wow.
Okay.
Good.
So he fucked that up. One of them goes after you, Tom.
Well done, Steed.
He does not botch. What's your AC?
11,
I'm
12.
looking it up.
Plus 1, because I got the hide arm.
Your AC, yeah, your AC is 14 at the end of the day.
It'd be 14.
He rolled a 14, so I have bad news. No, he's trying to grab you,
Fucker.
and he does.
Ew. Get off me.
Kiss him.
Let go.
The good news
Bully.
is his kiss is going to be next turn, but
That's on my list.
but yeah,
Turn off the lights.
one more guy. He has to roll. Oh my God, he botched. Okay.
Hey.
Those dice suck, Dan.
79.
I love that tower,
speak
though.
bocce.
That tower's nice.
Tower makes even a botch seem
I have no
delicious.
need for a protocol droid.
All right. So
Wait, I do. I have a big dinner party this weekend. And I have to learn how to ballroom dance, or my wife's going to know I've been taking that money she's been giving me for lessons and using it to get my truck fixed.
The guy being attacked by Fornmeyer tries to claw back.
Gotta
at
help
him.
me, guys. If my wife finds out about the money in the truck, I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm like capital fucked.
And he actually gets his head crushed by Fornmeyer as Fornmeyer shifts his weight and just smashes in his chest cavity.
Wow.
So massive.
Can he barely breathe?
Oh my God. One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life was in the Comedians of Comedy
Oh,
documentary
shit. There's
when
a
you
bunch
guys
of
are in the
those.
restaurant
Yeah,
making
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
barely jokes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bear Force One. I've been paralyzed. I had
In a wheelchair, yeah.
bear in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he took massive damage when he got stomped. He's just crippled. He's on the ground, just kind of like twitching. So that's one dead.
Good.
You are
Fuck 'em.
up, Twee.
I'm going to like sing a little song.
Yeah. What's the song called? Tweet.
Flying over you. Flying over you. Look at me. Hey, check it out.
You have a pretty voice.
Sweet.
It's like a,
Voice of an angel.
it's like an
Do you
angel.
want to do anything with your bonus action?
Am I above these guys?
One of them's really high.
Don't
and,
shit on us.
You can get above one. At least, no, you can get above the two that have been attacking you and Tom. But one of them is like flying away. He's almost out of visual range with a brain on his spike.
So, do I have a clear shot at any of these guys without any splash damage from my friends?
Yeah. That guy you could definitely hit without splash damage.
The guy flying away.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like he's going to come back?
If you hit, well, here's the thing. He's bloodied. So, like, he might not be able to take a ton of damage.
Good.
I mean, he's been hit by almost everybody, lost a leg.
Get him. Bring him down.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my brand new fireball on him.
Why don't you?
Use a little brand new fireball.
Roll for damage, please. We'll see if he resists enough to stay alive.
Hope he doesn't.
$8d6.
Jeez Louise.
1.
8? Those level 6 fireballs sure are fun. All of a sudden, the scrawny little elf that you've come to know as Twee explodes in a bolt of napalm.
10, 17, 22.
There is nothing left of this thing.
I'm gonna turn around and do the. I like it.
And
Buy that for $1.
his 70 odd hit points evaporate into nothing.
All right.
Poof.
I like that. Let me write this down. Fireball spell.
Unfortunately, it's not a cantrip.
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm gonna have to-
yeah.
I'm gonna have to sit
Apparently
down.
it can rip.
Bodhi.
We're gonna make people sick. All right.
Oh, he excels.
All right. I'm still raging, by the way.
You sure are.
Oh wait, who's left?
You gonna reach?
What?
Reach real good. There's 2 guys left. One of them was just attacking Twee, and one of them was just attacking Tom.
Is the guy that
Twee just
attacking
flew above
Twee?
him.
Is he flying or?
Yeah, he's like under Twee right now, kind of like.
Oh, okay. So
he looks like what he would love to do when you're done is grab Twee by the legs.
Okay. I'm gonna go after him and
My legs just got down.
Oh, they're totally dangling like Kermit
Please,
in
Bodhi,
a
don't
green
hurt him.
screen shot.
Yep.
All right. Roll for Dammy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So that's 10 plus 2 fire
14.
plus,
Yeah, and another 4 on my raging.
so that's 16.
Yep.
So whack into his butt.
Yep.
Let's see what else you got. Oh, hey, you're supposed to be rolling 2 20s at a time, fella.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Nice.
I bet you want the 19.
Yeah, I'll take the 19.
Roll for damage.
Oh, nice again.
Fuck. So you just wail on this guy.
Yeah, what was that?
16 again.
16 again.
Yeah.
And then roll one more, right? Come on, big number. We're at an hour. Let's take a 20. That'd be nice. Nope. Well, that one's a 9 plus my 7. 16 stick.
Yep.
All right. I'll take it.
Plus the fire.
Yeah.
And just, jeez.
Yeah, I've been
You
doing
just-
some
you do
damage.
a little Moulin fucking just, rip his robes up. He turns on you.
Don't you mean, don't you mean turns you on?
And he's unable to get his claws into you.
Cool. Should we?
Let's
We're
do
right at an hour. You want to do another
one more.
action?
One
Okay,
more.
sure.
One more guy gets to attack.
Sure.
So there's one that has him in his hands.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite manage to get his hand in your nose. You're able to. He rolled real.
Good.
He rolled real low on
I'm
a strength
glad.
check. So you don't even have to do a saving throw. But he's definitely like clawing at your face.
On him.
As you realize that is happening, 2 figures emerge from the mists. And
David Geffen and Jim Backus. What a weird.
one of them is
what is Jim Backus doing here?
one of them is on the back of a horse, and one of them is extremely large, larger than Bodhi, larger than any of you, larger than Forenmeyer the bear. very, very large form comes into view, and we will find out.
It's not the big blue drummer for the Cure
What they,
Poral Bunyan, is it?
what they look like next episode.
Okay. What number are we on, by the way?
This was episode 26, yeah.
26. So thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for supporting us.
You're terrific.
Yeah.
Thanks for being awesome.
Do you have stuff you need to plug? This is going to go up next week.
Yeah. Just go to brianposehn.com. I've got end of October, I'm in Portland. This one goes up next week? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, so come see me in Portland at Helium. And I've got all the favorites coming up. I'm in Austin the start of the next year. I'm in Tacoma coming up. A bunch of good ones. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to another episode of Nerd Poker. You can follow us at patreon.com/nerdpoker, and you get bonus episodes from there. And you can also send us anything at P.O. Box 16069, Encino, California 91416. Thanks for listening.